Hello, Dragon Warriors. Welcome to another group stage match of the Summer 2026 tournament. We'll be started here just at the top of the hour. And we got a pretty nice match. We got Edge on the left and Synth on the right, and this should be a good one. As you can see on your screen, we got some initial stats on our thing. So pretty good strength. We start with 18 strength, but no spells and no MP. So we should be, barring what we find in the treasury, we should be looking to fight. So I am looking forward to this. I'm just going to assume Edge uses the standard name Z, whereas Synth is using the letter capital J. Strangely, what characters you use for your name actually affect your stats, but given that we seem to have the same stats, I'm just going to assume J and Z are both the strength and HP build, which is probably the most common, overwhelmingly the most common thing you see in Dragon Warrior Randomizer.
Speaking of seeing things in Dragon Warrior Randomizer, I'm also going to be seeing some things in Dragon Warrior Randomizer today. I'm Velu V, and I just dropped the gate, so the runner should be off in just a few seconds.
And we're off. We have to get some instructions from the King of Alphagard. He tells us to get the Ball of Light and defeat the Dragon Lord. And we're going to go do that. And he gives us 3 chests to help us out. So we get a magic key, a torch, and then the back one is always a magic key. So we do get a key start. So we can check the treasury if we want. This might be a close one, and whether or not you check the treasury, whether or not you save and check the treasury, or whether or not you just go out and fight. Edge seems to be doing a fake out, and Sin seems to be wanting to save. Edge actually going out, thinking better of it and actually going to save as well. So this way, if you don't like what's in the treasury, you can save your key, reset and save your key until you get enough gold to go buy a couple from the shop here, which is key locked, so you have to save your key so that you can get more keys. So yeah, Dragonsail torch, some gold, and Erdrick's armor. This is a very interesting one. So a couple things. Erdrick's armor, I'm fairly confident that you're supposed to throw away your key and keep the Erdrick's armor, but then how much gold do you grind? Synth opting for a pretty modest 2700, gets immediately Omega torched by this magician, and Edge gets torched by a Magidrake. So our Zone 1 enemies coming hot and heavy with the DL2 breath. This should be, it might be a challenging start depending on what else we can find.
Yeah, I think that with that breath, you're not grinding up the 86 gold or whatever it is that you need to get a key out of the back. So hanging on to that armor is the thing to do.
Yeah, Edge did not check the treasury yet. So he's getting super torch. Erdrick's armor, famous for being really good at everything, including taking much less damage from DL2 breath. But so yeah, Edge still kind of doing the let's see what enemies we can find.
The Magidrake and the Magician both have breathy badness, right? And then the Armored Scorpions are too difficult. We've got the regular Scorpion we can punch. We've got decent strength, right? 18 strength isn't horrible. Oh, but those have hurt more too.
Edge almost took one down and actually low rolled, got a 3rd attack.
I was watching that. My breath was baited. It was amazing.
But nonetheless, both of them succumb to hurt more Scorpion. So 3 of our initial zone enemies have instant kills at our level.
Drakey has to be the way out.
There you go. There's their first experience of the seed.
Oh, Magidrakey.
Synth gets to Ignorance is Bliss his way through a Magidrakey and get level 2 first. And Edge right behind after a second Drakey count. So we see 24 MP and hurt. So that immediately tells me, oh, let's go get your metal scorpions.
Yeah, everything in here that you saw that was hurt mooring you can probably get down now in a single swing, hopefully.
And here's a ghost. Here's a new enemy that may or may not have anything, but we have enough strength to just one-shot it. So level 3 here for Synth.
He's got level 3 with 2, 10, 8, 4, and the Radiant spell and the Repel spell. Radiant, my favorite. Repel, really, should be everybody's favorite. It's great to have early Repel.
So Edge getting a one-shot hurt with on the Scorpion, where Synth kind of tanking a hurt more through Erdrick's armor, and now getting each of them getting level. Edge getting level 3, Synth getting level 4. We got 5, 1, 7, 1, and stop spell on Synth's side. That's level 4. But yeah, Edge found these metal scorpions, and I think they're pretty incredible. Actually going to mitigate a lot of our lack of getting the armor right away. And so Edge might have an advantage of having kept his key, but we'll see how important that is, how accessible the rest of the keys are. And ideally, if you're Edge, you want 172 gold, because the keys cost 85, and you want kind of one to check the treasury and one to save for later. Although if you know that there's gold in the treasury, which there is gold in the treasury, but Edge doesn't know it, 85 is actually sufficient. You can open the door, buy one key, go get the gold, and then go back and buy the rest of your keys with your gold treasure chest. But again, Edge hasn't checked it, probably to his benefit at this point. But kind of, doing circles around the castle and trying to get up to the presumably 170 gold.
Yeah, ultimately Edge's key play is going to boil down to how far away is the next natural key for Synth to get to, right? Like whether that's Rimmildar or a key in a chest somewhere. Versus, what good things come out of what Edge can get nearby in that meantime. If Rimmildar's nearby or the next near treasure cave has a key in it, then it doesn't pan out, but otherwise it's huge, right? So it really is interesting, because this'll take a few minutes to play out, but I think 20 minutes down the road into this seed, we're gonna see what we get out of it. And right now we're gonna see our first look into the back, as Edge is gonna go ahead and grab that key. He is going to find out, he doesn't know it, but he is going to find out that there's gold there, so he'll be able to get all of his keys back, too. We don't see the basement yet, though.
This is an extremely risky play. Yeah, okay. I don't know
he's going for full grind, yeah. Going up into the treasury, right, that loads the 3 chests that are in there, so he could potentially be setting up some sort of a grind, especially if something's in the basement.
So I think he needs a gold chest, or else he's going to lose his key. Fortunately for him, there is a gold chest here. But I think if there's no gold in either this treasury or the basement, Edge was out a key, because only having 70 gold couldn't have bought a replacement key.
He gets his armor and he has the key. So now Edge has the edge. He's got the armor, same as Synth. He's got the scale, same as Synth. Assuming Synth put it on, I'm not sure.
But the whole saving the key thing, not that important. Synth finds Rimmildar as his first town, so...
There we go.
Reloading on keys. That's probably a good sigh of relief on Synth's side. It's like, oh, I traded this in for the armor, is correct. I wanted to do this, but, you do risk, going, a ton of time without keys, which can be pretty tough. But we don't have to worry about that anymore.
Right now, it's about 8 experience points, and knowing that knowing that the grave is in the back of Tantagel. So there's actually 3 checks down here. Edge has set up a potential grind, right? He's got the 3 plus the 4. That's 7. So something could come out of this money wise, interesting shenanigans wise, or just it's 3 more checks out the way. He's got keys. He could go all the way down. I don't know that you do that this early, though.
Yeah, Synth nearly traded Erdrick's armor for leather armor, which would have been somewhat of a poor play. I would not have recommended that, but realizes in time and does not buy that. But we do see a silver shield. We didn't find a weapon, which would be nice, but we did find a silver shield. So the there is a gold grind that we know because there's a chest in the Tantagel treasury, and then the grave in the bottom gets us enough chests to activate it pretty easily. But we see these chests are gold wings. Well, I think it's an herb, because it's not a bamboo polar wings. This is the chest that activates our gold chest glitch. If you open 8 chests, the 9th one is does not go away, so you can take it as many times as you want. Most commonly found, that's the Stones of Sunlight, I believe, on Edge's side. So
yep, and so with max keys, max herbs, Edge decides he doesn't want to dive deep grave, it looks like. He's got his stones. Get the heck out of there. See what other checks are there. It's so close to home. It literally is at home that if you do need to go deep, you can do that anytime. Like Synth is checking the treasury.
I think maybe based on hesitation, I know when I hesitate, sometimes I don't write down which chest has the gold. And I think in Synth's case, if you didn't know which chest was you want to get the other chests. Or maybe you just want more keys. And just wanted to actually take them all. But yeah, I think it would have worked out better for Synth if he left the gold chest untaken until after he gets the rest of the glitch. So because he knows he can get a silver shield, which is pretty valuable here.
Here we've got Edge back on the metal scorpions. He's going to check this cave over here to the east. It is the drop cave, as Synth is going to get his 3 chests out of the top of grave. Synth probably also not going to dive it. Not diving grave is pretty fashionable.
Yeah, so Edge on the cusp of level 6, kind of exploring, while Synth kind of does the cleanup on in the grave. Gets his Stones of Sunlight and max herbs. And herbs are kind of nice, even though we have Erdrick's armor to get some healing. We don't have a ton. We don't have any other source of healing, so having a few herbs in case we get chunked down really low is pretty nice. So Synth tries to take on a Wraith, which is a lot, except for they have they have weak breath, and it's like, we don't deal enough damage. And then level 6, no big deal, hurt more.
Hurt more, and a bunch of stats, like the magic to cast it. A lot. It's great.
Right, so that's a huge level for both of our runners. So Synth hoping to get just a few more experience. One more mid-tier enemy should do it. But yeah, off to the races. Erdrick's armor hurt more. Depending on exploration, this could be a super fast, maybe sub-hour seed. I know my seeds in this tournament, I've played 4 of them. 3 of them have been under an hour, which is pretty fast. But yeah, we'll see Edge find the freebie cave. It's right under start. There's a river there, but Edge found the way around. It wasn't that difficult. But picks up I think some more gold, and continues the exploration. I think exploration is super super important in a seed like this. It's kind of your choke point, whereas like you can take a lot of enemies, even some Sharlock level enemies. You have a lot of survivability, you have a lot of MP, you just have a bunch of resources. You just need to find all the stuff, find your end game grind really quickly. You don't have to get that much stronger before you head out. Like even this green dragon, just totally fine. We can take it very easily. I mean, it even has stop spell to make it nice and easy.
Meanwhile, Synth back inside the grave. I'm not sure what he's trying to do here. Maybe deep dive it while he's here. Perhaps he's happy with the monster set that's in there, but he's back in. He's checking those 3 checks. Maybe he saw that there was gold in Tantagel and wanted to set something up there. I'm not sure.
I think he's setting up a gold grind for the silver shield, which could be interesting, but it does, you know, given how fast, like, given that Hurtmore's coming, I'm not sure I would want to set up a gold grind. That would take quite a bit of time. But that being said, it's not that bad. It's early enough in the seed. You're going to get a lot of value out of it. But yeah, 18 HP, 20 MP.
Axe Knight with heal is making Edge use his last hurt more and then his last hurt. And we'll see if he can actually get this thing down. It might not let him. He gets away from it at least. But now out of resources.
Yeah, okay, I might have thrown some torches at it. That would have been...
He's got heal. I think he can out heal your torch.
Okay, if cast heal, then you can't torch it down. But a deep dive of grave from Synth, which is somewhat surprising, but it's not bad. Like this is like one of those things where you want to do your exploration. You make sure you get all your items, and you can take whatever monsters are along the way.
Synth, with the rare deep dive of the grave, this is information that is not typical of an early grave sighting that's close to home. So it could be big if it pans out for him, right? Like, also it's good just for personal, you know, peace of mind, knowing that there's not some outstanding check there, as we do see a town on Edge's side who's using that same time to explore and see what else is on this map. And finds himself a check for it. Let's see what that check is.
Tablet. A rare tablet sighting. This is actually not in the game. Not an actual usable item in the randomizer. It is just one of the things that come up when you're in the chest glitch mode.
Do like it when the tablet turns up on a glitched flip. You know, the combination of names like the race rooms are interesting, but seeing tablet turn up is nice and always satisfying to see.
Was this town Hawksness on Edge's side?
I totally missed the town.
I mean, Edge did not miss this town. It was definitely on his screen.
It was either Hawksness or Breckenary, and I imagine he wants the refill, so not Breckenary.
Yeah, refill the MP. I was about to say, thank God for this town, because like Edge is in one of those spots I just hate to be in, where you really need to explore quickly, but you don't have any MP to continue on the experience. So you have to kind of choose between exploration and gaining XP. But a refill town, in your explorations, you're really hoping for a town so that you can refill your MP, but apparently no dice here. I gotta imagine it was Hawksness.
Stop spells on the Armor Knights is at least nice to see. That's 2 stop spells. He hasn't got a run off yet, but there's a run, and he gets away. Great. Stop spell Armor Knights is great knowledge to have, by the way, especially when you've got Erdrick's armor so early.
Yeah, but this is still, you know, valuable time. Both runners are spending time, I'll say, not progressing as quickly as you might want in the seed. So Edge not having MP for Hurtmore and just like no weapon. This is just a really slow fight, even though you might take it. I would take it if I didn't have Hurtmore. But on Synth side, doing the deep dive of grave, coming up empty, and not having MP to outside. So I think Synth is looking to take a Death Warp back to, but the enemy sets are not obliging.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Edge still out on this exploration quest with no magic points. His Erdrick's armor is keeping him alive. He's able to get through, these mid-tier fights, but like skeletons aren't what you want to be fighting at this point when you have hurt more, but he doesn't have the magic to do it. The towns are nowhere to be seen. He's currently at a point where he's going through this land bridge up to the forest, but off to the east where the deserts and the mountains are, like, that is also open. That is not dead-ended to Edge at all. And the land is just opening up even more. Like, where are the towns? He did see a mountain towards the south, and I think that's where he's heading. Or not a mountain, I'm sorry, a cave, rather.
Yeah, there was a cave somewhere in this vicinity, basically on the, I'll say the right edge of here. Yeah, we could see it on screen now. All right, so yeah, Synth finally completed getting a Star Wyvern to kill him, send him back to the king, and this time he did leave the gold chest available so that he can get his silver shield money.
Meanwhile, that cave is the silver harp trade-in cave, so nothing useful for Edge. It's good to know where that is, but you need to have the harp first before you go there. And it looks like there's a little passage through the swamps and the mountains there, too, to the left.
Yeah, that's kind of not great for Edge. The more Edge can, like, explore here, the worse it gets for him, because he really wants to find... I mean, if there's a town here, that's great. And, well, I guess we need to say non-Hawksness town, but we've seen that.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's seen Hawksness, and, like, statistically speaking, even, like... the probability of finding a town on there's only so many tiles left of map, isn't there? It seems like he's seen a lot of it. Both our runners too. Synth hasn't seen any towns either. Like, all these towns must be clumped.
There's been Rimuldar that I believe only Synth has been to, but maybe Edge has been to and didn't check the shop.
I think Edge got to Rimuldar, but I don't think the shop.
It makes sense. It's right in the way. It's hard not to get there.
Got a red slime. What a lovely thing to find. Here we go. It's branching out even more.
Yeah, I mean this is giving Synth the time to have checked Deep Grave for not much. All right, here's a town back in business. It is Cantlin.
So the town with all the things for sale. Let's see what we can find. 2,300 gold. What can you get? Large Targe is on sale.
This is great. Yeah, large shield is probably the thing you're hoping for the most, and then after that, hand axe. I would buy the hand axe.
He's got 1,500 gold. If you could get a broadsword, well, no, you need that in. In is better than that.
You'd rather spend it on this 100 gold in. So I think hand axe is the best you can hope for, and you kind of do want. Even with Hurtmore, there is some value to getting I'll say a mid-tier weapon if it's not too tough. Because there are some enemies, namely like Axe Knights, Green Dragons, Star Wyverns, Wolf Lords, that do have kind of take a little bit of attack damage after you hurt more them some of the times.
Yeah, putting out a second swing rather than burning a second hurt more is often good. And there is broadsword for sale there, so just a few gold sword. I don't know if he might even have items for sale. I don't know if they picked up a belt yet or not.
I think I saw a ton of torches.
A couple of wings
5
even.
South, 41 west for coordinates. That should be pretty doable. I don't think there's a massive barrier in the way on the map. And if it were, I think a lot of the stuff was easily connected. So I would expect a reasonable count from both of our players.
Doesn't seem too bad. I don't. Again, it's hard to remember the maps all the time. So what it's like west of does west of home does that open up, or do you have to go through something to get there? We've got a cave on Synth side.
This is I want to say the Rainbow Drop Turning Cave that we've seen already. This is really close to home.
Oh, gotcha.
So Synth having Deep Drove Grave and done a gold grind is a little bit delayed on starting the exploration, but there's not that not that bad of a deficit for sure.
Edge now with 11 casts of Hurtmore ready to use them. Gets a Magidrake on the first one, picks up 1 power, 5 speed, 1 hit point, and level 8. And enough money to go get that broadsword that he was looking at earlier.
Yeah, I think Edge was like, you could see him thinking there, just kind of pausing and be like, okay, what's my strat here? And the strat ended up being, okay, let's go outside, hurt more one enemy, and get a broadsword. And then, frankly, don't check a shot for the rest of the game.
Yeah, now you could think about maybe I swing on those Magidrakes instead of hurt more. Probably you still hurt more them, but, you know, eventually you'll be able to swing on things. Free specters and things like that. Green Dragon's a great thing to find here, but you want to be on a desert tile.
Yeah, so this is like the example where Edge gets to attack. 11 isn't a ton of damage, but it's definitely enough to take down a Green Dragon after you hurt more. So that's where the broadsword comes in handy with, you know, I'll say modest strength. Certainly not endgame strength by any stretch of the imagination, but the broadsword helps us deal real damage.
Especially when, I think it's on Edge's side too, where we've seen it, that the Axe Knights, which are kind of the heroes of the grind beyond the Red Dragon, do have that heal spell. Like, heal is surmountable. Heal more isn't, but with the broadsword, heal is not so annoying anymore either.
All right, so Edge finds, pun intended, the edge of the map on the West Coast, while Synth finds it on the East Coast. And the West Coast, which is the best coast, has Breckenary and a cave.
Still checking the shop, maybe looking for silver shields. He does see one there, and
Yeah,
maybe recognizes there's a grind available.
Yeah, with Edge's equipment, I would not be checking shops. Large shield is totally fine. Swamp cave.
Yeah,
For Edge. So we'll probably check the spike tile and see if we have a good grind here.
Yeah, there's both the spike and, I mean, there's green dragons just in the zone. Who knows what else is? Spike plus bonus greens? Who knows what you get? Not sure what's going on Edge's side. I mean, I see the triangle flashing, so it's not a disconnect. Perhaps a real-life distraction, but he does get the hurt more off and takes his green dragon down for 135 experience points. And yeah, I'm in the south part. I need to make my way to the north. Let's see where Edge goes. To the spike. Town is just outside that swamp exit, the south exit. I think we might have some distractions going on Edge's side. Meanwhile, Hawksness for Synth. Spike is a green dragon. Fantastic with hurt more and a town nearby.
Yeah, this is something you could consider staying. Like if our stats were worse, we could stay here for a while. But I think exploration is more important here. And then we'll see the other spike in the overworld is a stone man.
That's a big pile of garbage, but maybe he's got something under him.
Yeah, I mean, this is one where, yeah, get out of here, come back, maybe come back later when we're fully, maybe have a weapon. Yeah, this is another place where the broadsword is actually somewhat helpful. Alternatively, we could try and hurt more down twice, but we only have a 50-50 chance of hitting the stone man, and usually 2 hurt mores takes it down, but not always.
Yeah, if you've got MP, which Synth kind of doesn't right now, like I feel like he found that kind of on the tail end of an exploration jaunt. Being able to sleep it and then pop, you know, hopefully you get 2 out of 3 hurt mores or something like that before he wakes up. But with not that many magic points, I think he makes the right decision to get out of there and hopefully find somewhere to refill and then come back. And it's opening up for him.
Yeah, this is the same very long exploration that Edge just completed. And in a similar, there are multiple winding paths, and Synth is really low on MP. So we'll see how much Synth wants to do the same thing that Edge did and kind of do a long exploration without a bunch of MP.
Yeah, the Druid Lord takes Synth's last hurt more out of him, so he's got, like, he can either use it on a heal. Oh, he doesn't have heal, so I guess maybe a repel eventually.
Okay, so we see Edge, having been to Cantlin and knowing the coordinates, kind of starting the count, doing some count, found some water, but he also knows how to get to the other side of it, so kind of marking a spot and marking its coordinates, and then going to the other side and then picking that up again. He's double counting just to be sure. Certainly, some runners in the community are more comfortable with counting than others. I would count myself, pun intended again, as one of the more counting adverse players. I am a pro Gwaelin druid, but I would try and count this. This one doesn't seem too bad. You just look at, you might have one additional I'll say waterway to contend with. But yeah, Edge seems to have picked up the count again, runs into another waterway.
I'm just going to say, in a Velu VC, the Stone Man sleeps you. And so Synth getting hit with the Stone Man sleep. Looks like he's got Dragonlord 2 breath as well. So that's a full wombo Stone Man on the spike in Hawk's Nest. You're welcome.
Yeah, that's not fun. It might be a minute. Fortunately, at this point, there's nothing under the spike tile that is, I'll say, critical. That if your opponent gets it, they're going to be way ahead. So certainly there could be a sword that would be nice to have, but given our hurt more, not essential. The other things that could be nice are one of our trade-in items, either the Silver Harp or the Erdrick's Token, but again, not super critical until you kind of have put all the other pieces together. So we can chill on fighting that Stone Man at a low level and wait till we get a higher level. And instead do stuff like find Garenham. This is a big one. 3 chests in another cave is useful. We have gold. We have an herb. And we have more gold. I think that's all of our gold chests for this seed. I think we've seen 4. But we'll see what the cave is here while Synth takes down an Axe Knight. That's always really nice. And takes a slight experience lead of 7. Which is basically nothing. Ooh, so we found Mountain Cave, our other 5-item cave. We found the grave in Tantagel, and now the Mountain Cave in the bottom of Garenham. So we will go find all 5 of these items, hopefully.
And I think it's
get some of our goodies.
Good to point out that Edge using the gray sprite. Edge has been debuting different colors of sprites. I think every race this group phase. So this is the first time that we see the gray Edge. I kind of like it. It blend like as a ninja blending in with the walls and dungeons and things. He definitely has the chameleon effect. I think it's a good one. Nothing great in these chest pickups so far. I think I saw some gold, maybe a torch or an herb or something. Mountain 5's got a fighter's ring, though, and he's going to go ahead and put that on.
And, yeah, get outside. Go into touch grass.
And in that grass is a blue dragon.
Yeah. So, yeah, Edge doing really well on exploration. Not too far behind on XP. They're actually quite close. I would definitely hurt more this, yeah. I mean, yeah, but we see, both of them finding a Charlock enemy to go from, 1300-ish experience to 1400-ish experience. So they're also quite physically close to each other on the map, Synth just behind Edge and finding Garenham.
Yeah, major difference. One's got defense, the other has offense, right? Synth did that early grind to pick up a silver shield, and now he's got himself a hand axe, whereas Edge sitting with the trusty old large targe and a broadsword.
Yeah, and I think other major difference, I think Edge's exploration, he's found more stuff, like, for example, this Brecconary swamp cave corner of the map.
True. And the map is, like, weird, so who knows what goes in what direction and what you find. But, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see if Edge ends up rescuing the princess while he's here. I would say normally no, but he did try to count a little bit and kind of got a much larger body of water than anticipated, kind of blocking the count that way. So there might be some slightly more difficult counting that makes you want to rescue the princess. And swamp cave, either going through it or trying to take down the green dragon. It looks like we're just outsiding and finding yet another town. So this is
a good
Cole.
Get. Let's see what's in Cole. 4 steps south of the bath. What did the fairy leave outside on the floor? She left a silver heart.
That's nice. Meanwhile, we get level 10. Oh, Edge also picked up level 10, but it was a good one. A lot of HP. It's 20-some HP. And what else did we get? We got a bunch of looks like we got a decent amount of MP and agility, but like yeah, it was a pretty good level. So we are looking good thus far. We're still not in go mode by any stretch of imagination, but we're not incredibly far away. I mean, this could be a, say, level 14, 15-ish seed. So yeah, Edge is doing great, really pushing the exploration, finding all this stuff. I mean, I think this is now like 4 or 5 locations that Edge has found that Synth is not.
Yeah, but Synth kind of is just right on Edge's heels as well. Like, Edge spent the whole time diving this mountain, and now Synth is doing that, right? Like, they are hitting them in kind of the same order. Now, I don't know if the map is pushing them that way. I feel like the map felt like it branched out in all kinds of directions, but they seem to be going the same way, at least up till this mountain. And now Edge has already finished that mountain, and he's seen the next branch out from wherever he went from there.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Edge exploring the second continent. I think Synth is not doing poorly on his exploration. He's not like failing to explore by any stretch, but the deep dive of the grave and the gold grind kind of means he's probably like 4 or 5 minutes. Edge goes somewhere, and then Synth gets there 4 or 5 minutes later.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see if
they're kind of following that same path, though, right? Like.
Right. We'll see if Synth continues following the same path, because like we're kind of running out of new things to find on Edge's side. We only need a token and a sword. But we don't have a ton of new places to get them. We have 2 search spots for the most part. We have Hawksness, which has a unpleasant stone man, let's just say that. And then we have the coordinates, which Edge tried counting once, but didn't. So it looks like a nice golem. With hurt. This is a really exciting enemy to fight, potentially. We don't have heal more, so I don't know. I mean, it's got to be really heavy on hurt, but it could be doable.
Yeah, I like these golems. I like golems in this zone. Maybe golems on the spike. Oh, they've got heal more.
I like them less now. Okay, so Edge has to do one of 2 things most likely. It has a stop spell, or flute. And given the hurt thing, I would consider stop spelling, because putting it to actual sleep isn't that thing. I think Edge was quite distracted because I don't think there's he did anything, but gets through it really, really well done. That's a huge chunk of experience. I mean, if you think about it, we have 2,000 experience the whole seed and 350 of it. That's like 1/6 of our entire thing in one fight, which is massive.
Yeah, and with that stop spell strategy that we were talking about there, those golems must be 75%. They were casting like nothing but hurt until they cast heal. That's a free fight without a fairy flute. You just pop a stop spell on that thing and he's not punching you. He's not hurting you. He's not doing any damage.
All right, so Edge going to this green dragon spot and yeah, going to get the princess. I think there might. I don't know if we have wings, but if we don't, this is tough. So hopefully we have wings because we do not have return, and it is a long way away.
I think I saw a wing chest, but I don't know whether he accepted it or not. Oh, maybe not.
We do have outside, so we can outside and get a nope out of this thing. But meanwhile, we see Synth in Cantlin finding their coordinates. So yeah, we'll see how Synth handles the coordinates as well. Because I think our token is incredibly likely to be either on the search spot or in Hawk's Nest. And it's somewhat likely that Erdrick's sword is on the other one. But meanwhile, we get level 11 from Edge, which contains heal more, which is great.
Those
kind
hit
of the
points.
last big thing we need. Yeah, I mean, the hit points keep coming. You ain't gonna, not a ton, but like we're already in Death Necklace money here. So yeah, this is sometimes an interesting strat on Edge's part where you rescue the princess, but carry it around with you for a little bit because you still kind of want to explore in the area of the swamp cave, which has a good amount of, could have some stuff. I don't know what locations we're missing. Have we seen Sharlock?
We have not seen Sharlock to my knowledge. We do have a town here on Edge side. That is Cantlin. So yeah, maybe Edge has Edge seen Cantlin.
Background. Yeah, maybe this is where Edge gets wings, frankly.
Right. Heal up, get a wing, go home. Oh, he nopes out of Cantlin. See, this is reminiscent of the remake, Dragon Warrior Remake. You do get to carry the princess around, and she helps you out and stuff. I strongly recommend it. Making princess rescues cool again. Square Enix, they did it in 2025, 26, whenever they released that remake of the 1-2. Give it a shot. There's Sharlock.
Right, we have found Sharlock. And yeah, Synth gets his heal more. So yeah, both runners in good shape, kind of close to each other, both with pretty similar knowledge. It's just a matter of, I think we found both trade-in caves, so we don't have really any locations left, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if we've seen Erdrick's cave, but like, I'm not going to go looking for that.
That might be where your sword is. Erdrick might have left his sword in his cave.
Edge. Okay, Edge hasn't seen the harp turn-in cave, according to chat. So that's an important thing to find. I thought we've seen it on at least one player side, but yeah, that could be that only Synth has seen it. But yeah, Synth kind of went south first and found Sharlock. Hasn't gone north and found I'll say the swamp cave in Breckenary. yeah, Edge barely getting away from the Wombo Combo Stone Man. But yeah, I don't think we'll see too much on Edge's side here. I think this is going to be some non-fruitful exploration. But you know, if you got to find stuff, you got to do it. Yeah. Meanwhile, both Synth picks up level 12, which comes with a bunch of stuff except for strength, which is probably the stat we want the most. We're going to need at least, I'll say, 9 to 10 more strength, and that's just to get us to like bare minimum if we find the death necklace. So like we'll want quite a bit more to feel super happy. All right, so we're in kind of a lull state where both players are exploring areas of the map that I believe have nothing. So we get to see a bunch of empty ground. Oh, there is a cave. Oh no, this is near start. So this Synth has kind of done the world tour, and probably thinking it's a pretty good time to start counting coordinates.
Yeah, I mean, he's right across the river. 5 south. Let's go. Now, this lake is going to stop him a little bit. He'll have to decide whether to go north or south around it. I don't recall what the rest of the map looks like. Pacing. Let's see. Edge still holding the princess. I don't think he needs it though.
Yeah, I think Edge did. Both runners kind of did the same thing, where like they kind of did a counterclockwise loop throughout AlphaGuard and kind of found this tablet cave from the south and from, you know, after saying it at the very start. So yeah, Synth maintaining the count, Edge going to drop off the princess, and certainly the count is much faster if you can get it right, and we'll see if how Synth does in that regard. Based on the movements, looks pretty confident.
You haven't seen any long stretches, mostly just 2 steps. Or 1 steps. Oh, first search is no good. Second search, no. Third search.
Okay, yeah. This makes me less confident. The kind of pause and then backtrack a little bit and then start searching in random spots. This is my nightmare.
Yep. He's kind of trying to make a spiral around his target. Now it's starting to feel a little bit haphazard. There could be some method to the madness, but I don't think I've seen him research a tile, so
right, and one of the scary things is that you don't get any hotter or colder. It's just like it just tells you no. And so like if you know you're off on your count, but you don't know which way you're off on your count, like where you screwed it up.
Yeah, exactly.
But we'll see Edge here in a little bit. See how actual close we are to things. Yeah,
if Edge is close, then I think Synth was kind of way off.
Yes, Synth was not particularly close, and it is our token. So that means one of 2 things. Erdrick's sword is in Hawksness, or it's in Sharlock, I believe. So Yeah, Edge has all the stuff, needs to go do the homework. Synth still needs to find, I believe it is the other side of the second continent, needs to go through the swamp cave to find the silver harp.
Of all the trade-in items on Edge's side, he does need to find... Well, the staff trading guy, we've seen him, haven't we?
I believe so. I thought one of the caves, maybe one of the turning caves is really close to home, just one screen east of home. But both players have solved that. I forget where the other one is.
Of course, you want to clear out all the checks. You'd rather have an Erdrick sword than a broadsword, right? There's our staff man.
And Synth also second tries a charm, both on long attempts and local search attempts. Was one off, but second shot got it. So Synth also has a bunch of stuff. So yeah. Oh, Synth still needs to find the silver harp. That could be a really big difference maker in this seed.
Yeah, they just high-fived there. They're in the same area. But Synth didn't make that earlier branch, right? Like, as we established earlier, he's about 5 minutes behind in exploration, and that's about a 5-minute branch I think he hasn't made. And now they're both kind of in the same spot.
Yeah, I think Synth is in the total wrong area of the map. Whereas I don't know where Edge is looking for. Has to have seen the cave just one screen away from start, and that's the Rainbow Drop Turning Cave. Oh, it's going back to Hawk's Nest here. This makes some amount of sense. Hopefully we can get through it with some sleeps and some stop spells. Should be able to, and hopefully for it's our sword. So yeah, both runners are gonna try this now. Synth on a full stack of MP where Edge just has 15.
Yeah, if you know about it, you stop spell first. See what happens. Gotta sleep first. Okay, Edge. See what happens. Lucky, he stays asleep. You need him to stay asleep. If he wakes up and casts sleep, now you're screwed. And so on Synth's side, who'd cast stop spell first, Simp saw the sleep earlier.
Yeah, Edge going really aggressive on no stop spell and just hoping for sleep strats.
And with his low MP, I kind of get it, right?
Yeah, it makes some amount of sense. And it looks like it's going to work out.
Hey, he got him. You take it how you get it. That's a death necklace.
And death necklace, given our strength, is valuable here.
It is. The HP is already in death necklace zone.
Right,
so,
we're very likely to want to have found it at some point. So yeah, picking up here is not bad, especially because we won't need Erdrick's sword until trying to defeat the Dragon Lord, and I think it's in Charlock.
Have we exhausted everything on both sides of the screen? I think we might have.
I believe so. I'm hard to keep track with everything, but Edge is acting like he hasn't seen Rainbow Drop Cave, which is pretty wild to me, because I'm pretty sure Rainbow Drop Turning Cave is just a screen away from start.
Synth dies to Stone Man. I think he was trying to grind it for some more experience, but it says no. I've got the abilities that says like you don't want to grind a Stone Man, but you especially don't want to grind a Stone Man that knows Sleep and Dragon Lord too.
Yeah, I mean, Oh, I don't. Okay, we haven't seen everything on both sides because Synth doesn't have the silver harp. That's still a really big piece of the puzzle that Synth needs to find pretty quickly, because I don't think he has other advantage, too many advantages that'll help delay Edge from just grinding and going.
I apologize. I meant like across both sides, like us
definitely
as the omniscient viewers,
As commentators and viewers, we have seen everything. But yeah, I think each runner is a little bit missing a thing. I'm not sure if Edge is missing a thing or not, but we'll see.
Sword is fairly confirmed in Charlock. To answer chat, Adam Raptors, you were explaining that a second ago.
All right, so I do believe Synth is on his way to the right place, because he needs to go to, I'll say, the upper, the northwest corner of the maps. Okay, so he's hoping this is Cole. It is Breckenary, but Cole is not too far away. The Swamp Cave is just north of Synth, and just on the other side of the Swamp Cave is Cole with the harp. Yes, all of our runners have found the search spot and gotten the thing, and gotten the Death Necklace and Hawkness and the token on the search spot. So yeah, I think these random grinds like this Blue Dragon, super takeable. We're gonna need a decent amount of XP, and this is a good spot to a reasonable spot to get it. There is a green dragon on the spike in Swamp Cave, which I expect both runners to have as their official grind, but getting some bonus XP on your way, especially when you're really low on resources like Edges, to be valuable. So yeah, Synth finds his silver harp. Don't know what he's looking for, but may find something here. I think there is a cave here. Oh, I think this is the this is the tablet cave. We've already found the tablet, of course, but this is a reasonable thing to do a small search for. But yeah, we know that there's nothing here.
The tablet cave is my favorite place to cast Radiant. If I have it, I cast it in here. Just because Radiant doesn't get enough respect, Tablet Cave doesn't have much respect either. I think they deserve each other.
I remember my first summer tournament. The torch, auto torch wasn't on, so you actually had to either memorize it or have a torch.
Oh yes.
And in my playoff race, I was relatively inexperienced and didn't know how to do tablet in the dark. And my opponent did, and Erdrick's sword was there, and it was very early in the seed, so I spent the whole seed without Erdrick's sword, and my opponent, spent the whole seed with Erdrick's sword. So, and the very next year, auto torch was on. Like 1 year too late, but I'm really glad that we get auto torch. So Erdrick's cave is not the worst cave in the world.
Yeah, if you're not used to it and you don't have that torch, blind walking out, there's no death warp, there's no monsters there. You can be trapped there forever if you struggle with getting yourself out in the dark.
Okay, Synth seems to be okay. I know where all the stuff is. I know Synth has seen both turn-in caves, hasn't done them yet, but since he was so close to the Swamp Cave and the Swamp Cave was so far away from other things, he's going to kind of take his grind now before turning everything in. And I'm now convinced that Edge never went east of start.
He must not have. He's got to be looking for it. That has to be what's happening here.
He is very much looking for the Rainbow Drop Turn-in Cave, which is right under the doormat, so to speak.
I mean, of all the things to be under the doormat, I guess it's among the best. At some point you die and get sent home. The problem is he's too powerful to die and get sent home. Like, Armor Knight's trying to do him a favor here, and Edge just wants to eat him for experience.
Well, Edge is definitely, I'll say, if you haven't seen the thing, doing the right thing, taking the experience on the way, you can see he's like not that far behind a dedicated grind, so it's not horrible, but it not knowing where the Jerk Cave is quite horrible for Edge, and could very well cost him this race. But it is certainly well within reach if Edge remembers where, either remembers or just goes back to home and finds it. Finds the turning cave in one way or another without falling too far behind on the Screen Dragon grind of Synth. Because I think it's just going to be largely an experience race outside of the Rainbow Drop turning cave.
Yeah, Synth sitting on this Green Dragon here. I don't know if he's going to do just this MP pool or if this is a dedicated grind to go, because he does still have a few other things to do. He's got to turn that harp in. I don't know if he's seen the harp trade-in guy yet. He also has to get the drop. I'm pretty sure he is the one that has seen the drop guy. So, but still, sitting here on this Green Dragon for the last, whatever 15 MP that you have, or 35, or whatever he had, however many MP he had, sitting on it for a while is definitely not time poorly spent.
Yeah, and also it's not that bad to go refill. There's both coal and Breckenary on either side of the swamp cave. That's a short walk. It's not like you're walking across half the map to get here. You are from or if you want to get from here to Charlock, it is quite a long walk. But if you want to stay here, that's totally reasonable.
Pop in the outside with 2 MP left after that, and there's a town. Heal up, go back in. NPC blocking the way for Edge in Garenham.
Alright, I need to step away for 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Absolutely. Synth popping that last 2 MP to really efficiently use his magic, get the repel, get the heal, and now he's got full magic and full repel for going back into here. Looking for some more spike tile shenanigans. Edge outside of Ham. Synth back on the green D. Gotta chase that dragon. It's got him about 1,000 experience points over Edge right now. And here we go with a level 14, 2 power, 3 speed, 10 hit points, 1 magic, and there's that return spell that we were looking for. You're no longer reliant upon wings to get ourselves home. It's horrible when you beat the Dragon Lord and you don't have wings and you don't have... Attack power isn't quite where you want it to be anyways, so... Even with an Erdrick Sword. They sit on this green D for a little while longer. Edge, desperately looking for that drop cave, which is so close to home. He's gonna be mad. Big mad when he realizes.
I'm curious if Edge either never walked east, which I think is extremely unlikely, or just flat forgot or mismarked or something.
I mean, it's possible.
Was really early.
He's only got 4 deaths, right? So oftentimes from home, you walk a new direction after a death, right? So if he's just, he's been staying alive and keeping his ventures out to the furthest reaches. And unfortunately, I think that means he hasn't gone that direction out of home.
Yeah, certainly one of the things I do is I'll pay less attention to the map early on while I'm paying way more attention to like the enemy sets, how I'm going to get stronger, etc., etc., and don't think as much about the late game stuff. I do map and market, but sometimes you just forget, especially if you're not somebody who maps and takes the time to jot down things you find at level 1 or 2 or whatever. You don't care about the rainbow drop cave at level 1 or 2, but you certainly do at level 13.
Yeah, I'm definitely guilty of that. I'm a non-mapper, and I really should take better note of myself when I play. Those are things that I've started occasionally writing down, is when I see an early trade-in. Trade-ins are definitely worth at least writing like north of home, south of home, or close to what town or something, so that you can remember it later. We got Rimmeldar on Edge side. He's going to the checks, which makes me think he hasn't been here before. It's the 2-for-1 key. We know that there are nothing but keys. I think this might be the right direction to get to his rainbow drop cave, right? I think 2-for-1 keys is what we saw on Synth side.
Yeah. But you could see the, I'll say the continued exploration versus the dedicated grind. This experience lead is very large, and I would even say insurmountable. But yeah, since sticking to this grind, and on his way to level 15. See some comments in chat about is 14 go mode. It is, I will say, borderline go mode if you feel. If you want to take an aggressive stance, you could go, but it's not safe by any stretch of the imagination.
You'd be at 131 with a death necklace and an Erdrick sword, assuming you can get that sword in the dive and maintain your resources, which is possible. You know,
right?
The
possible,
defense power is great, especially on Synth side. He's got that silver shield.
Oh, there it is. Edge, you've done it.
Edge first with all the things.
But given that 14 was, I'll say, a sketchy level, 15 is not a sketchy level. We got, another 3 strength, which is quite valuable. We got a ton of HP, so we could even get doubles even with the death necklace. And we got an extra heal more to make me really, I'll say, really comfortable. Oh, we got 13 strength, not 3 strength. Okay, we're in really good shape now. So this is do the things. He still has to go to the Staff of Rain cave.
I'd think about this with just the broadsword and some fairy waters. I'd think about it.
Oh,
I don't think I'd do it.
Get the fairy waters.
I mean, I know that there's a sword in Charlock, but I'd definitely think about it.
Yeah, this is if you have to, you can think about it. It's pretty tough. We'd only have 122 AP with the death necklace, which is a long fight, and so I don't think we could do it with just the broadsword.
There is a flame grind, just saying. Gold grind is available.
Yeah, right. Flame sword does get you to 130, which is a lot more doable. So yeah,
he's naturally flame. 6,800 gold. You're nearly there. 1 gold man. Do it. Or is the flame the 9,000 gold one? I always confuse the flame and the magic armor. Oh, magic armor's the 77. Never mind.
Yeah.
The not silver shield one. Magic armor's on a discount because Erdrick's armor is so good.
Right. Erdrick's sword's pretty good too. So yeah, we'll see. I think this is the closest town to Charlock, and it's not that close. So Synth going to stock up on everything here, and then make his dive. Right, so Edge finally starting his Green Dragon grind after a world tour to find the final trade-in cave. We're still gonna buy some fairy water. I think fairy waters for repel purposes makes a lot of sense here. We're at 92 defense, which repels quite a few of the Sharlock enemies. Certainly not all of them.
You've only got 2 MP to spare, right?
Right.
Before you sacrifice a heal.
Oh, this is okay.
Mark.
This is really close. They just took a long way around. I did not realize that this was so close to the Cantland was so close to Sharlock. So yeah, in we go.
Yeah, there's a little Bifrost cast, and into Charlotte Castle we are with our first red dragon. I don't think we've seen this yet. It breathes big billy fire.
Oh, that could
double big. Triple run fail, triple big boy breath. Okay. Mercy rule gets you out. You have to heal more. Now what? What do you do when the next red dragon shows up?
I liked what Sims did. Just use a heal more and start heal walking. You have extra resources, given that level 15 was so good. But I would not be excited about a dive on level 14 with big breath dragons.
I mean, the big agi is paying off here. Silver Shield doesn't care about Dragon Lord breath. Stone Man, Sleepy, Wombo Stone Man.
That's another enemy you really don't want to see. The Armored Knights seemed fine, but the Red Dragons and the Stone Men do not seem fine. I would even consider, especially later in our dive, maybe sleeping one of these Stone Men, because they have both sleep and DL2 breath. So that could be very, very dangerous.
Yeah, if you don't make it, you maybe reconsider doing a second dive. Right now, though, only burned 1 heal more. He's made it to the second zone. The blue dragon gets away from it. Another blue D. Edge sitting on his green dragon grind. He's about 1,500 points away from where Synth is and from level 15. We got Armored Knights in here.
Yeah, but they have stop spell, so that's nice sight to see, honestly, even though, you rarely want to see an Armored Knight. All right, are we going? Oh, faked us all out. Thought Synth was going to go to the judges table, which has 1 check for the sword first, but instead going to take the much higher percentage play of going to the treasury first.
I think if you're low on resources, you go to the judges table first, because I think it's closer at that point, so at least you get something done.
If you think you're gonna have to, if you think you can't make it to the treasury and back to the judges table on your dive, that's the only time I would take the 1 out of 7 over the 6 out of 7. But in general,
even to me, even there and back, like if you can't make it to the treasury, like if you can make it to the treasury, to me 6-1 is better, But let's see what we got in this treasury. The bottom 3, not a whole lot. We did get our cursed belt. That's 2 cursed belts we've seen here, so all the checks. I think we knew that already. Treasure guard is a golem. Gets away from it. It's gold. A gold golem. Erdrick's sword in the final check, which is 1, 2, 3. I think that's the $200 chest, maybe.
250.
Not the top one, but the one on the right.
The top one is a 300.
Oh, gotcha. 250 then. All right, Synth, sword in hand. He's going to see what's on this check here. It's a blue D. We've seen these before.
I was about to say a red dragon could be... red dragon, you just 3-shot it and take your, 80 damage or whatever. 80 to 90 damage.
No red Ds. I think they're just on the top zone. Green D in front of Dragon Lord gets away, uses an herb, a second herb, all the way up to 154. A third herb to be at a full 157 at the start. Need those extra 3 hit points. Gets declared the Fool.
Yeah, this is one of those Death Necklace optional, where like it might be the difference between like the 6 to 8 seconds it takes to actually put it on. It doesn't save you that much time type of thing, but we're talking seconds here. This is a free fight. You see the DL1 is broken, attack for 4 and 5. So we are going into this with a let's just say 100% chance.
Yeah, you gotta love that hurt more punch.
I think the fairy water is negative damage given our attack power, but it's fine. We don't need to swing with our 142 AP.
Synth wants to clear out his inventory for the next run. You can't have those fairy waters blocking up inventory space for the next run.
Alright, so Edge gets level 15, goes back to Breckenary, heals up, and is about to start his Charlock dive. Since he's a 20 and be like, why did I throw fairy water?
Gotta use it, man. Fairy water. It's the meta. All the cool kids throw fairy water. I almost thought that was a hurt more that Synth cast there, but it was just a heal more. He's good. And with the 17, he gets it down. A ball of light, radiating radiance across the land. Lord of the Synth is just a return and a couple of dialogue bars away from being the victor of this round. So get those GGs out in chat.
Yeah, really well played race from Synth. Definitely had, I would say, like, not great exploration luck, kind of not finding the swamp cave until the last thing, but did things efficiently, started the seed out well, and gets a really solid time, 1 hour 16 minutes and 30 seconds. So yeah, Synth advances to 1-1, and it introduces a new contender for the playoffs. There's still a lot to be decided in their group. And so, yes, Synth has pretty decent chances of advancing to the playoffs. Yeah, and with that, Edge, right as the rainbow drop gets dropped, pun intended, Edge throws in the towel and, concedes.
Yep, and we'll see if they decide to join us in the commentary booth. They're giving their conciliatory GGs in the race room as we speak. Like Lord of the Synth will be in just a moment. That Stone Man.
well,
He didn't
go
get a
ahead.
chance to do as much as I wanted him to. But lovely Stone Man.
Yeah, so while we're waiting for either the runners to come in and chat with us, we got a pretty full slate tomorrow. We got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches tomorrow. So if you're looking to watch some Dragon Warrior Randomizer for the summer tournament, you got 5 opportunities. So almost any time you want to, feel free to stop by the channel. I don't know how many of them will be restreamed, but yeah, exciting stuff. And with that, we have our winner,
Hello?
Synth. How's it going? Congratulations. Synth, are you there? You might be pushed to talk. Who knows?
I think I heard you briefly, like when you first came in, but not after that.
It looks like some mic issues, so we see Synth in chat.
Can you hear me now?
We can. Congratulations.
Oh, hang on. I got to do a key rebind.
Yep, sure. But yeah, well played race. I'm just kind of interested for your thoughts. Kind of what are some big decisions that you were thinking about as you were racing?
Try it again.
Yep.
Hello?
Hello.
Hang
Hey,
on. I'm
Synth,
gonna
what
reboot
were
Discord
your
too.
thoughts on the seed? I have a feeling that Lord of the Synth might not be able to hear us while we can hear him.
All right, take 2.
Let's go.
How about now? We appear to all be here. Lord of the Synth. Can you hear us?
I am ready.
Some other people here that I don't.
Hello? Yes, no, maybe.
We can hear you.
Like, I see myself talking, but I can't hear any of you.
We can hear you.
Testing. Okay, now I can. Okay, I never set up Discord through Voice Meter, so here I am, and I can hear you guys now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I swear.
Yay!
Yeah, no, I just forgot to reconfigure Discord when I redid my sound setup. I swore that I was going to lose that race when I botched the count and had to do it twice.
Yeah, that cost you a couple minutes, but it wasn't like such a onerous count that it didn't cost you a ton of time. What actually cost Edge is forgetting about the turn-in cave. So Edge was kind of circumnavigating the world or whatever.
Yeah, Staff Cave, like around a bit to the west and then way south. I found that fairly early.
No, the Rainbow Drop Cave just actually close, one screen from start, just like forgot about it, or
the other turn-in.
Yeah, the other turn-in cave.
Ouch.
But yeah, it was a back and forth race. Edge kind of tried to do a count a little bit, saw there was a bunch of water there, just rescued the princess instead. But yeah, the count was like, I'll say not trivial, but not terrible. But yeah, so yeah, I could see how you lost like 2 to 3 minutes on it for sure.
Yeah, so I had found Garanum, so I knew there was a land passage I could follow. I didn't know if it would go through, but I hadn't found Swamp yet, because Swamp is like way off in the northwest.
Right.
Yeah, I was lucky. I found Jerk right off. I did a grind for Silver Shield early after full clearing the grave, which I only did because I was going to level. I kind of wonder if that was my ultimate carry in Sharlock, but we had super high agility.
Yeah, and certainly the scary stuff was the Red Dragons and Stone Men with DL2 breath, so the Silver Shield doesn't actually help all that much. But you did have a pretty smooth Sharlock after the initial Red Dragon. You didn't see another one, for example.
Well, so I mean those Reds, did they actually have sleep?
The Reds, we don't know.
Okay.
But the Stone Men did.
Yeah. I was worried about those, but 90 agility. I mean, you're going to triple run fail to a Stone Man like once, right? But no, it's the Red Dragons I was worried about, but the Mercy Rule, right? I've been conscious of that in all of my practices. So it's like 4 times. I burned a heal more. I bet on. You saw me think about going to Judge's Table.
We did. We joked about it, but yeah, as it turns out,
of course it would be there in a seed like that. But I'm like, no. You just go. If you're wrong, you're diving a second time. If it's there, you're good. Right. More.
And 6 out of 7 is a lot bigger number than 1 out of 7. So yeah, you definitely did that. I definitely think you're correct too. Like, even though you were super early and could have easily reset out of Sharlock after the Red Dragon thing, you were correct to just heal more. You had the resources. As you saw, the Dragon Lord fight was super free. You ended with multiple heal mores remaining.
Yeah.
So you had plenty to burn.
Yeah. So 157 HP. So you're gonna have at least 1 or 2 doubles. So I go down the heal more, and I'm like, well, this is it. Either you get through or you don't. And if you get all the way to the L2 and you put the Death Necklace on and you wipe, you lost anyway, go for it.
Yeah, so I mean, the other big thing was divergence early. You both burn the key to check the treasury, and so burn the key to get the armor.
Edge.
Hey, Edge. GG's, Edge. You are muted, Edge.
So I always burn the key if armor or sword in the treasury, and then I just hope it's not going to take me 45 minutes to get to Rimuldar or anywhere that has a key chest. And Rimuldar was right there. I was super happy to see that as the first town.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Edge had a little bit different of a path where Edge didn't even bother checking until he had money to go buy the keys. It didn't cost him too much because the early hurt helped us get money quickly. But in a weird twist of fate, Edge did not find Rimuldar, just kind of skirted around it somehow. It was right there, but as it turns out, wasn't super important.
I've done that before.
Because save the keys. Oh yeah. it's certainly it's more of a quirk of exploration as opposed to actually missing something. But yeah, Edge found Swamp Cave much faster, had all his stuff, but again, I think the big difference in the race was the Edge missing the turning cave that was like a screen away from home.
Yeah, that always feels bad when that happens. Yeah, so in the end, I was actually grinding on those green dragons in the Swamp Cave because Call was close, and it's like I needed at least 15.
Yeah, did you consider 14 at all? Some people in chat were saying, "Oh, it's doable if you need to," type of thing.
It's doable, but I'm 1 MP away from another another heal more. And like 7,500 comes pretty fast when you're already at like 6,000 something.
Yeah, it's certainly a big difference. If it was the difference between level 18 and level 19, okay, maybe you go because that's a large gap. But
yeah.
You only needed like what was it 1,800 experience. That's not too bad. That was one stack of MP for you. So yeah, I definitely agree with taking 15.
Call was like 10 steps away tops from the north entrance of Swamp, so I didn't even have to walk across Swamp again. I feel like I had a lot of Hurtmore's miss, but it worked out. And the alternative, it's like there was that disgusting Stone Man with Sleep in Hawksness. And you saw me early in the seed, I did the YOLO, well, I'm here, I gotta try and do a sleep. And see if I can slap it to death with like 8s and 9s. Yeah, like I honestly, like right at the end there, I really felt like Edge was gonna snipe me. Like I'd be starting DL2 and I'd see it, and I'll be like GG and finish it out. Thursday with Fred, I lost to the map boss with Mountain Cave, and I was like actually super upset about that. So I just forfeit on that one because it's like, no, I'm not doing any more of this. But yeah, no, I seriously was expecting to get sniped at that last minute just because of that count. But I guess Edge had a worse time picking up the overall.
But yeah, Synth, you're now a 1-on-1, and you have a lot of matches to go in the last week here. So yeah, you're in pretty decent shape. You gotta win a bunch of matches, but you got those matches kind of in hand or whatever. If you
yeah, I'm doing one in like again. 18 hours. Me and Ziggy.
Oh, that should be a good match. Yeah, really important match for Ziggy as well.
Yeah, I'm, honestly, like, I'm not trying to play spoiler and do all my races at the last minute, but I actually couldn't for like a week, various reasons. And suddenly I'm like, oh, right, I gotta be done by like the 15th, and it's like 9 a.m. my time or something. So suddenly it's like, okay, it's like, yeah, I don't mind doing like multiple matches on consecutive days now.
Yeah, I mean, you're not playing spoiler if you continue to win as well or whatever, and it's all good. So yeah,
never
get it. You get 4 weeks because you sometimes you need them.
Never underestimate my ability to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. That's happened many times. I think last year was underprepared, but I missed the brackets a couple times. Like I remember. I think it was 2 years ago, I was racing Ursine, and I mistracked. I miswrote on the map, and I missed like Tanagel Basement, and it had something I needed, and as soon as I'd crossed it off, and as soon as I realized I'd mistakenly crossed it off, I knew exactly where it was, but it took me like 3 minutes to go back out there and get it and do the homework, and that was the margin.
Yep. Well, I wish you no such shenanigans in your final races. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose Edge here. So yeah, let's wrap things up. Good race. Lots of races tomorrow, including one an additional synth race. So yeah, good luck in that, and good luck in the rest of your things, but yeah, I think that'll call it. Shout outs to Vale of View, my co-commentator and restreamer. Go ahead.
So DH Dom just, he messaged me and he said Edge was basically right entering Sherlock when I finally finished.
Yeah. But
okay, so it was fairly close at the end.
So thanks to Vale of View co-commentator and restreamer, RG for tracking, and
as always, yes.
Good race for both of our runners, Synth and Edge, and that's it for me. I am Adam Raptors, and have a good evening.
As always, thank you guys for putting on the restream. I used to do a lot, so I know how much is involved. Thank you for the effort and the time.